All right, you card nerds, we got the plane loaded with a single bag and a tent. We're going light this time because we are going to North Fox Island. Now, I made a video about North Fox Island. It's got a little bit of a meh history, but now that it's owned and managed and whatnot by the RAF, or the, I think it's the Recreational Airfield or something like that. Either way, it's owned and managed by a non-profit, and they need help. They need help cleaning up the field. There was an ice storm that happened over the winter, but let's get into the plane. We'll talk more about it on the way. It's a straight shot. Ceiling's about 2,000 feet, so it is VFR, and given that we are in a seaplane, we can just go low level over Lake Michigan. So let's get in the plane and let's get going. All right, so we are taxiing down to the end of runway 10 right now, and we are going to take off and head directly over Lake Michigan. Since, again, as I said right in the little intro, seaplane, I don't have to worry about not being within glide distance of the land. It makes a lot of this stuff a whole lot easier. I know I was seeing if Dirtbag wanted to come out, and he was like, ah, man, since I gotta like go up and around to get to North Fox Island. I mean, it's gonna be 9 o'clock at night by the time I get up there. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's also got something to do with the fact that he's flying around in a Cessna 150. But he has to stay, or he's more comfortable staying within glide distance of the ground. But let's get a run up done and get on out of here. All right, run up and square. Get our before takeoff checklist. Mixture, set, master, on. Magnetos, on. Flaps, down. Water rudder, up. Trim, set. Fuel boost pump, on. Hydraulic pump, on. Area, waiting on Clint.
Traffic parting to 23, computer departing runway 10, be straight out, Sturgeon Bay.
Sturgeon Bay traffic, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, taking off and departing the area, or taking off runway 10, departing the area to the east, Sturgeon Bay traffic. Everything's in the green, oil pressure is okay. Airspeed's alive. In the white, rotate. We're up, gear can come up. And power can come back to 25 inches of manifold pressure. Flaps up. Oh, I grabbed the wrong headset. The one I grabbed didn't have any batteries in it. So I had to swap to the backup that sits in the passenger seat. Oh, God. That would have been rough all the way out to North Fox with no noise canceling. Oh, much better. Much better. So what are we going to be doing out here at North Fox Island? So North Fox Island had a bit of damage from an ice storm that happened over the winter. And yeah, it really messed up the runways. It really messed up a lot of the trees. So we're going to go out there and we're going to see what we can do to help clean it up. The RAF, the Recreational Airfield Foundation, something or another. I don't know. I'll look it up later. I'll try to put a little caveat somewhere on this video. But we'll look it up later, and really, they need help cleaning up, right? It's a non-profit. They don't make any money. So we're going to head out there. We're going to help clean up the runway. We're going to help try and get some of the trees that have fallen into the camp area. And yeah, see what we can do to help out. Hopefully it's not so messed up that we can't even land. Because if it's that messed up that like we really just can't even land, or you know, it would be kind of shady for us to land. You know, as I've said before, the juice just ain't worth the squeeze. So it's not worth taking excess risk. All right, with how glassy and calm it is, you know, we can't really miss out on this opportunity. We got plenty of gas. We got plenty of time, so let's go and give it a little splash. I think we're actually going to check out Clark Lake. Clark Lake is just right here off the left, so let's go check out Clark Lake. All right, reduce power, increase mixture, flaps are down, fuel pump's on. Make sure lights are out other than the strobe on the top so we don't blow any lights. Looks like the wind is coming off of the left right now. I see two boats. That boat's moving. A little bit more power in. Gear are up. Gear is up. A lot of birds around here though. Let's see how this goes. Seagull, stay low.
Your ADS-B ground speed says 65 knots.
Yeah, it's because I'm slowing down to go land in Clark Lake right now. Just do a little trial splash and go.
I was gonna say, I'm at 3,500. My G5 is only showing 1 knot of wind, and that's a headwind.
At least I know my ADS-B works.
All right, let's talk through this landing into Clark Lake. It's a little bit of a confined area lake, but what I'm doing is I'm gonna bring this power dang near back to idle, check my prop, check my mixture, and then once we get about 3 feet off the water, we're gonna bring a little bit of power back in to slow that descent down, and then touch. Now that we're here on the water, I'm using my ailerons to keep the wings level. If I want to turn left, I'm going to give it some left aileron. If I want to turn right, I'm going to give it some right aileron. But as you can see in the back, what I'm mainly using is my rudder. That's what's really pointing this nose around and really directing the aircraft to the way that I want to go. So there's some boats down at the ends. We're about to apply some power and get off the water and head on to North Fox Island so that we can help clean up this runway. I think I found my new theme song. Could you tell? Think about cheese. Think about cheese. Either way, now it's time to head off to North Fox Island after that fun splash and glow at Clark Lake. But guess what I found? Look at it. I found a rainbow. So I went to both ends. I didn't find any gold. I rode over the top of it. Didn't find any unicorns. And I flew straight through it and didn't find any happily ever after. So all of that nonsense you heard about rainbows don't mean nothing. But it was pretty cool to see.
All right, now here we are approaching North Fox Island. I can see the runway right off the nose of the airplane. I've noticed I've had a headwind pretty much the entire time. I'm looking at the water and I see that, well, right up against the shore that I'm facing right now, it's really calm. So that's telling me that the island is blocking the wind. So the wind is coming from the other side of the island. So if we head straight in, we should have a headwind. We should be landing straight in. So, I see the runway. Let's land. Now, what we're gonna do is it's a soft field, or it's dirt, right? It's turf actually. It's grass. But it's rained a little bit off and on over the last few weeks, so we are gonna do our best soft field effort. And if at any point we notice the airplane start to sink in, if at any point we notice the airplane like, ugh, we're going around. We're going around. We're going around. Yeah, we've got plenty of power. The runway's not too short, so we should be fine. Go ahead and get our mixture in, reduce our power, prop up to 25. North Fox Island, traffic, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, about a 5-mile final for runway 7, North Fox. It does seem like maybe as we keep moving this way, the wind's starting to come from the north. So either way, it's a crosswind. So either runway should be fine. I'm looking for the windsock, but again, the windsock here, you know, it's a really remote field. So the windsock's going to be super faded, and who knows if we'll even be able to see it, right? So gears coming down. Seems like it's a pretty stiff north wind, at least up here. Let's see what it's going to turn into down there. Looks like there might be something on the runway. So let's go take a look, see what happens. Is that a tent? A little low, those trees. Oh no, it's a mower. All right, there's a mower on the field at North Fox, so what's the play? What's the play? Hey, Clint, you up?
Yes, sir.
There's a mower on the field at North Fox.
Hold them, they'll move.
I did, they didn't seem to notice.
They will when I come over.
All right, I'm gonna make a pattern, see what happens. But yeah, I was a little confused. I thought somebody had like set up their tent on the field or on the runway, but then as I get closer, you know, in the roundout, I was like, wait a minute, that's a lawnmower.
We're down in the flare?
Yeah.
Wow. Are they coming at you or away from you?
Away, but I stayed low to build speed because the wind completely dies out. There's a pretty stiff north wind right over the island, and then once you get into the trees, it's gone. So I stayed low level, so I know they saw me.
Right, they'll see me. I'm about 6 minutes out right now.
I'm going to do another little circle over the field, see if they moved.
Roger. I can see you on traffic at this point.
Yeah, there was no NOTAM for that. Yeah, it's like a 20 knot north wind.
Charlevoix was only calling 10 knots of wind.
Yeah, my G5, when I'm pointing south, is showing a ground speed of 120.
I'm at 1,800 feet right now, and I'm showing 30 knots up here from the north.
Well, I'm going to try and land west, which is going to be facing them, because they're still mowing. They're still mowing, so I'm gonna see what they do. I'm going to see if they move if they see me on final.
Otherwise, maybe come in from the other direction and make a pass.
Yeah, I came in from the west, or correction, I came in from the west, landing east before, coming behind them, and so this time I'm going to be facing them.
Or down the Izzy.
Say again?
Yeah, out on the field.
One more time.
Where's he at on the field?
He's running the mower, so he's going up and down, up and down, up and down.
At least the grass will be short.
Yeah, he's only about halfway done, and I guess I have enough gas.
Well, Beaver Island's not far away. They got gas at $8 a gallon.
Ah! North Fox Island, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, left base for runway 25, North Fox.
I'm gonna switch over to 22.9.
Oh yeah. North Fox Island, traffic, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, left base, runway 25.
Did you get in there yet?
No, there was a mower on the field, and I did a low pass. I'm hoping that he got the hint.
Roger that.
North Fox traffic, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, final, runway 25.
No, go ahead and turn around.
All right, that wasn't my best landing.
Say again?
Never mind.
You got me in sight. I'm 4 miles out, 2 minutes.
I just got on the ground. It is, once you cross that tree line, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, we made it on the ground. It was not my best landing. I'm not proud of that. I could do better, but we're on the ground. We're safe. Let's evaluate the airplane and tie down.
All right, well, here we are, the infamous North Fox Island. We got our sleeping bag. There's our tent. Got a little sleeping pad in there, water, all the stuff that we need. And yeah, here it is. The RAF is actually here. That's what you might hear in the background. They're mowing the field. There was a NOTAM that said mowing may be in progress, but yeah, you can see them way out there. They're mowing the field. They're taking care of a lot of the damage. It seems like a lot of it might have been taken care of, but we did bring a chainsaw. I see some down branches over there. So let's get some tents put up, and then we'll do a quick walk and we'll evaluate what work still needs to get done. Now on today's episode of MTV Cribs, welcome to my humble abode on North Fox Island. So right out front, you know, we've got our nice outdoor seating area. Welcome. Oh, fuck. Did I break it or did it go? It sunk into the ground. well, you know, it's a fixer-upper. It's a fixer-upper. So. But then when we come inside, we have a nice foyer, entryway, sleeping way, kitchen way, just the whole, all the ways. You know, it even comes furnished. So, and that's your episode of MTV Cribs. Let's go walk the island. All right, so I know when I saw the video from the RAF and they were saying that getting to the beach was nigh impossible. So let's walk the trail to the beach. We brought Clint too. Well, we didn't bring Clint. Like, he flew his part Navia here and, you know, got here a lot quicker and a lot more comfortable. Nope. Can't be sharing airplanes. It's like crossing streams. Oh, look, trilliums. Yep. They're so pretty. Don't pick trilliums. They're very rare, and if you pick them, they don't grow back. So don't pick them. But it seems like, oh well, we got a pretty big tree that fell over, but it seems like they've cleared out most of it. Just keep an eye. Don't let it fall on you. That might have been the impassable to this beach. Ah, spider. Oh, they were saying because they posted a video on YouTube and they were saying that because of everything that had fallen, getting to the beach was impossible. Yeah.
I cleared a bunch to the other side. I cleared a bunch to the other side last weekend. And there was a ton of... And about 4 years ago, the water was right here.
Yeah, I think
so you couldn't go that way because those trees were in the way.
Yeah.
Where the water was. And like this, these were in the water, that's why they're dead. So you had to come along here.
Well, I mean, now this is the only part that sucks about Wisconsin and their beaches is they're all rocky. So you can't, like, beaching a seaplane is pretty...
This beach changes every month.
Yeah.
You'll come back here in a month and this will all be sand.
Well, yeah, because
it'll come back after a big thunderstorm and all the sand will be gone.
And it'll be rocks again.
This None of this sand was here last year. And it might not be here tomorrow.
You know, me and Liz, we went on a cruise up in Alaska.
Yeah.
That's where we were at for like the last week. And we went to Glacier Bay.
Yeah.
And I finally understand how glaciers carry rocks now.
Oh yeah.
Like
Big time.
I always thought that like glaciers were just like big chunks of ice that were just, I thought they were land icebergs, if I'm gonna be honest. But no, like it's moving, like it's snow that just like keeps filling in until it gets heavy enough to slide.
Yep.
And it brings rocks with it, just like all of these rocks, all of these boulders. Oh look,
Well, the rocks are moving are working like ball bearings. Obviously they're not round, but
yeah. You think that came from a ship?
what?
A piece of driftwood back there?
All right, so it's a nice good morning on North Fox Island. And really by the time we had gotten here, walked to the beach to look for any debris, damage, or anything like that, it was really just too late to bring the chainsaw out and start clearing some trees. So Clint got up a lot earlier than I did. I don't know why. But he walked to the island and found some downed trees. So now we're getting the chainsaw all up and ready to go. And we're gonna make sure that this runway is safe for y'all to land on if y'all wanna come check it out. Remember, safety first. Get your safety squints on.
Let's get it.
So if you're wondering how you can help out your local aviation community, it's things like this. I promise. If you really want to help out, there's things you can do.
Let's get it.
So you think when these trees fell out here, there was no one around? Do you think they made a sound?
Let's get it.
Neither did I. And the phenomenon without observations doesn't happen. Didn't happen, right? So as I was saying, if you're trying to volunteer, help out your local aviation community, you don't necessarily have to have an airplane. I know North Fox Island might be a little difficult for you to get to, but there's local EAA chapters that need volunteers. You can volunteer to help out with fly-ins. You can volunteer to help out with Young Eagle events, even if you don't have an airplane to fly the little crotch goblins around. You can still help corral them, give them something to do, hand out coloring papers and stuff. So go volunteer. Let's go take care of these next trees.
Screw on the inside there. If I can get that one.
All right, it's time for surgery. Promise you're gonna live, farm boss. I'm not gonna carry your body home to farm missus. Sorry, it's terrible jokes. Now what I meant by that is I'm gonna bury you out here. Like I'm not like, I just don't carry bodies, but no. Jokes. Oh, so you need to loosen the tension as well. And for those of you who aren't necessarily versed in chainsaw repair, what we ended up doing was these two bolts right here are what lock in the actual, I don't know what you call that, the bar. Yeah. And then that little screw that we were worried about whether or not we could actually reach is the, I don't know if it's an eccentric cam, but you can see it's starting to work its way back out to apply tension to the chain so that it'll stay in its track. Now what's appropriate tension? I don't know, probably German, guten tight. Okay, so tighter than that. He lives! All right, let's get back to clearing these trees. Out here on North Box. Did get to spend one night. Got a whole bunch of the runway taken care of. The RAF, the guy in that plane, he went down the trail system and took care of a lot of that. But I have to work tomorrow, and it's a 6 a.m. show, so it means I'm getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So it is time to say goodbye to North Fox Island. Until next time. I mean, I'm gonna be out here a bunch. You know, it's an island, and I have a seaplane. Like, why wouldn't we go to an island? So let's break down the tent and get on out of here. And as always, fly safe and keep it cheap.